Hey, so I'm in my studio, my painting studio. It's a shed. It's just a shed. It's a she shed. um, I have had this idea of talking about just real stuff about what I do as an artist and how I struggle and how it's not all perfect. And I thought maybe just some conversations would be helpful to other people about, just the stuff artists do and what it is to fight your brain sometimes and push through and make something, or hate it, or triumph in it. There's that too. There's things that are yay, like turn out good. But just kind of sharing thoughts. Working on something new, something huge that I'm not usually doing this big. This is a 24 by 36, and I started it the other day, and I've got some sky I'm putting in, and I don't know how far I should go with it, so we'll see. But I thought maybe I'd share the process and just see if that interests anybody. Just winging it. So we'll see. So what I've got is I really like the sketch. I really like the monochromatic. I used a transparent oxide red for the bottom and a alizarin crimson and magenta kind of mixture for the palm, and then pulled out with a rag and Q-tips and solvent, and just pulled out things that were lighter and made stuff darker that was darker. So I have a value study now of a palm tree. And the great thing about value studies is they are a painting. So once you have that, you've already said, this is what my painting is, and it should ring true to what you wanted to say. If it doesn't in the value side, it never will with the color on it. So the value is the most important thing. So I'm starting now to add some color, and this is so zingy. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but there's no turning back. Here we are. So I thought I would start, I'm going to start with the pieces of sky coming through, and then not having it go to the edge, kind of broken like this. This was done with a palette knife. And so I have got my photograph on my tablet, and this works really good for making it bigger. And I don't have to be on the internet to use my tablet if I download the picture. So there's my picture, and I'm just going to pull it and make it a little bigger because that's how it is on here. So there's my reference photo. I took my reference photo. I always take my reference photos. That way I know I own the copyright. Nobody's going to say, hey, you took my picture or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of free resources, but I like to start out with what I'm drawn to in the landscape and take a photo, take lots of photos, pick out something. Sometimes I just click, 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 and things surprise me, and I get something really exciting. And I don't even know where this palm was, but I like it. I like the way the breeze is going through it. And there's little tendrils that pick up the light. Can you see that? So this video is going to be no editing because I don't know how to edit. So that's the way it is. I've been waiting to do videos till I know how to edit, but I don't know that that's going to happen. So it's just going to be unedited. So I'm going to do a little bit more up here, pull out some of these pieces, and I'm going to gradually change from lighter to darker blue as the sky goes up, because that's what happens in nature. At the horizon line, there's a lot of atmosphere, and could be more droplets of water at the earth level. And then as you go up in the sky, it gets clearer and darker because there's less the light has to go through. So that being said, here we go. I've got radiant turquoise. Gamblin makes something called radiant turquoise, and transparent, no, I'm sorry, not transparent, titanium white are the two that I'm using. And I'm gonna sneeze. Baby dot. Okay. Excuse me. Unedited. Sorry. So here we go. I'm mixing here. You can't really see, but I'm just taking some white into that radiant turquoise, and I'm making it a little bit brighter. That's pretty close to what I've got. And then where was I up here? There's a lot going on up here. I kind of see where we've got some light coming through there. So I really like what the palette knife leaves behind. There's a lot of beautiful rough edges there. I like that a lot. So let's play around with that and see where it takes us. We've got, and I always love negative painting, or painting the negative spaces behind your subject. That is exciting to me. Some people don't like it. I really like it. And leaving the shape behind. So if this is a piece of the frond coming down this way, it's going to have the light behind it, and we're going to draw out some of those shapes. Let's see. Get some more. The one thing about painting this big is it uses a lot more paint. When I paint little, it doesn't use this much paint. Let's go up in here. So there. This is where it gets fun. I may have to switch the brush to get into those little pieces, but for now, that's kind of spunky. I want this palm to be kind of crazy, bright, colorful, exciting. What we got down here? There's some negative space. Now see how there's, come up this way a little bit. There's some tendrils of the palm that I'm leaving behind. Can you see that okay? I think so. Make that more solid there. Yeah. So now it looks like the sky. The sky is behind there. Let's see what this was. What is this? That's back in there. I'm kind of losing my thought. Where? Okay, we gotta brighten these up a little bit. Back in here. Come around the outside of this trunk shape. And when I'm mixing the color, I'm not totally mixing it. There's like threads of white and threads of blue unmixed. And that makes it interesting too. Let's put that down there. Get these guys. Can't really show you my palette, but it's just blue and white. And I'm just picking it up with the palette knife and then laying it in there. I kind of had to wait for this underpainting to dry a little bit. I did this on Friday and today is Sunday. So it dried and it's not as slick, because before I was picking up the underpainting with the paint and I didn't want to mix it. I wanted it to just be pure color on there. Okay, well, 10 minutes. I think that's as long as I'm gonna go on these. Just a teaser. But I will be back in the next video, and you'll get to see a little bit more of this progress. So thanks for watching. See you later.